So, ladies and gentlemen, the boys update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is coming in just 2 days on July 12th. We've heard about this update coming out for quite some time. We've been hearing about teasers for it even before Season 4 even came out. And I've been looking forward to it for ever since then because The Boys is a great show, and I absolutely love when Call of Duty does these crossover events. Just today, they released a roadmap, and it shows off what is actually being added in this update. And of course, we have, other stuff that's not The Boys related, like the new multiplayer map, which is just a location from the Vanguard Resurgence map that was added for the start of Season 4. It's just one of those locations, and hopefully it's a fun multiplayer map. Hopefully it's actually well designed. There's a new shotgun. There's a couple of other things that aren't really related to The Boys. But when it comes to The Boys itself, the only updates we're actually getting that are related to The Boys are the Boys themed map updates, which just by looking at the pictures, it does not seem that crazy. It's just a couple of different, advertisements and such around the map. It's like some graffiti and some of the pictures around the map. It doesn't seem like it's going to be an actual, new location. And that's just kind of disappointing in my opinion, because compare it to something like Black Ops Cold War's Season 3, when they added the 80s action hero event. Remember what they did in Warzone? They literally added the Die Hard tower, that big tower from the Die Hard movie. They added that in Warzone, and that was to me one of the coolest updates Warzone ever did. They also added some other locations around the map that were kind of themed around Rambo, and stuff like that's really awesome. I would love to see more of that, and there's definitely a lot of things they could have done that would be themed around the Boys. The obvious thing would obviously be the Vault Tower. Would it fit well in Al Mazrah? I don't know, but it would be better than nothing in my opinion. I think that would be really awesome, but there is nothing like that, at least based on what we see here. It's just a couple of locations with some, different advertisements on the map that have the Boys theme to it. And then the other Boys things, you have this, Temp V field upgrade that's being added, which looks really awesome. It looks like it gives you some abilities that are related to the Boys, like it gives you laser eyes, also a charge jump, electric shockwave, and teleport, which all sounds really cool. I think this is probably the coolest thing this update's adding, if I'm going to be completely honest. Of course, it's just a field upgrade you can find in Warzone, and it's nothing to do with multiplayer. It's just all Warzone stuff. There's pretty much nothing for multiplayer here when it comes to the Boys. There's no the Boys themed map or anything. It's literally just Warzone stuff. The only thing that you're going to be able to actually use in multiplayer here would obviously be the bundles. Now, there's 3 bundles. You have Starlight, Homelander, and of course Black Noir. Now, those are cool choices in my opinion. I think it makes perfect sense. They wanted to get the one character that looks like it would probably actually fit in Modern Warfare 2, that being of course Black Noir, Homelander, who is probably the most iconic character from the Boys, and of course they wanted their female representation with Starlight. So it makes perfect sense why they chose those 3 characters. I'm not opposed to those 3 choices. Some people are saying they'd rather see Butcher, but I think it makes sense to go with these choices, and I'm not opposed to it. But my issue here is pretty obvious what it's going to be. The fact that they're bundles, right? Now, I understand they need to make money. That's obviously a big thing with Call of Duty. Warzone's free to play. The game itself, apparently $70 a year is not enough. So they have to get money from microtransaction revenue. I understand, right? They don't have supply drops anymore. This is their best way to make money. I get that. But I feel like they're just not going about this the best way, because I do personally feel like if they had free ways to earn these bundles, it would genuinely make people want to play the game a lot more, which could possibly lead to them buying other bundles as well. And this was my idea. My idea kind of is a way to incentivize players to play the game as much as they can, while also Call of Duty still getting their money's worth when it comes to bundle purchases. My idea is simply, let us earn at least one of 3 of these bundles, right? So we can choose which one we want to get, and when we want to get it, we have to do some sort of a challenge to work towards it. Let's say when we first load up this game with the Season 4 Reloaded update, it gives us a choice to either choose Starlight, Black Noir, or Homelander, and whichever one we choose, that one we now have to do some sort of a challenge to work towards unlocking it, and the other 2 are completely locked off from us. We cannot earn those in-game. If we want to get those other ones, we have to buy them just like we normally would have to for bundles. That would be awesome. It would give players that choice, and they would grind the absolute hell out of whatever the challenge is. The challenge could be anything, maybe like 50 wins in multiplayer, and maybe that also counts for Warzone as well. That would be amazing, because it gives us a fun challenge to do that will incentivize us to play the game a ton to earn it, And in the meantime, we might actually want to buy one of the other bundles because we're now incentivized to play the game so much more. That to me would be the best way to go about this, and it would probably lead to Activision not only making more money, but also having more people playing their game and enjoying their game. And I just don't think they think about this. They assume people are probably going to buy the bundles anyways, which is slightly true. There's a lot of people out there who will spend their money regardless. But I do think this would get even more people to spend their money, and they'd probably be making a lot more. And there's other games that do very similar things to this. There's tons of games out there. Even Fortnite gives away way more skins that you can earn compared to Call of Duty. I know many people who haven't spent a single time in Fortnite, and they've actually earned some skins just by playing the game. And there's really just not enough stuff like that in Call of Duty anymore. There used to be back in the day, back when we had supply drops. And I know everyone hates supply drops. I see there's a lot of problems with them very clearly, you know, with putting the guns in supply drops and such. But when they were cosmetic only, I really did not see a single issue. Imagine we had supply drops in this game and they threw these bundles in there, the skins in there, and we can have a, you know, chance at earning them through there, but we also had the potential to just buy it as well. That would also be fine. Yes, the chances of you getting them would probably be kind of slim, but it would at least give me an incentive to keep playing the game so I can grind supply drops and then maybe eventually earn those skins. And if I can't get lucky, I'll just go buy them straight out of the shop for $24. That is how it should be. And I get it. They're never going to have supply drops again. I get there's a lot of controversies with them. Then at least give us a way to earn them for free. Please, I beg of you, man. I'm telling you. And I don't love Modern Warfare 2. You guys know this. So would it make that much of a difference for my personal experience on the game? Maybe not. But imagine they had this in the next Call of Duty if it's really good, or Treyarch's Call of Duty 2024. This is the type of stuff that really would make these games way more replayable. And I'm telling you, tons of people who maybe don't like to play these recent Call of Duties as much, they would be on top of them way more if they knew if they played 50 games and won all 50 of them, they can get their choice of any bundle out of these 3 bundles. That would be amazing, and that would actually make this event feel like the boys event. It would actually feel like it meant something more than just being bundles that you have to purchase and spend real money for, which quite honestly is a lot of money. I mean, $24 per bundle is insane. I mean, if they were cheaper, maybe this wouldn't be as big of a problem, but $24 is a lot of money for just a damn skin. I get they put other stuff in the bundles as well, but still, the average person's probably mainly buying the bundle for the actual skin itself. So in honesty, like, looks cool. These bundles look awesome. I'm not gonna lie, they do look awesome, but it just is unfortunate that the only way to get them is by purchasing them. The other stuff, like I said, the whole, you know, Temp V field upgrade, that's kind of cool. That's a cool little thing for Warzone. And the map themed updates are a bit underwhelming, but I'm still going to play this event. I'm going to live stream it when it releases, so definitely come and check out my stream, and we'll check out everything there is to see in this new update. So let me know what you guys think about this Call of Duty The Boys crossover. What other crossovers do you think Call of Duty should do in the future? Because honestly, I can think of a million things they should definitely do with other franchises. Personally, I think The Walking Dead would be the coolest thing they can possibly cross over with, which would make perfect sense based on the fact that COD also has zombies. So if you did that in a zombies related Call of Duty game, that would be really cool crossover. Imagine playing as Rick Grimes in Call of Duty Zombies. That would be amazing. I will see you on the next one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Peace out.